Alive. Oh, apparently I'm live. Hey everybody, let me get the music started here. Special Iron says, the story so far, moon goes plop, man goes what the fuck, and cats go, that's mine, this is all mine. uh, you should write my scripts. Let me, oh, I need to pop out the chat before I do anything. Hi, Fanya. Hi, Introvert Goblin. That Joseph fellow looks totally trustworthy, though. Anyway. Hi again, Special Iron. I think I already said hi, probably, but... where am I? What am I doing? Okay, get off that. Okay. There it is, pop out chat. Jeez, it's been so long since I streamed, I forgot how. Let me change the chat to live chat rather than top chat so I don't miss any. In theory. The story so far, I just walked into the middle of an ongoing story and have no idea what's going on. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, here's the whole, Okay, so here's the thing. Usually, I normally don't let you guys see the boring part where I lay down the basic colors before I'm ready to start shading and highlighting, but I'm having a hard time getting myself to work on this, so I'm just... I figure if I'm streaming, I'll be forced to get something done. If that makes any sense. Hi, Alexi. Cute lion and jaguaress. Thank you. My previous summary, as far as I remember, was man fucks up, cats take over, everyone's a cyborg. Pretty much. Right, music. Honestly, I probably shouldn't even be streaming right now. I'm extremely tired. I'm running on like less than 5 hours of sleep, but I don't know. I just didn't want to skip streaming this weekend, and like I said, the only way I'm ever going to work on this stupid page is to do it during a stream, I think, so yeah. That is not what I meant to... we gonna play... Okay, that's not the song I'm trying to play. There we go. I don't know what was happening there. Is that too loud on your guys' end? Let me know. It seems... I'm gonna turn it down on my end like I usually do, but I don't know. It seems louder than usual to me. But let me know. Oh, I think I might have... Oh, I played Stray last time. I think I may have turned up desktop audio a little bit. So, let me actually turn it down slightly. Okay, at this point, let me know if it's too loud or not loud enough or whatever. Oh no, they're hot. That's funny. My characters aren't hot to me, but I'm sure there are people out there who would who would think they were. Well, he's a lion. I figure lions would be big and muscular. Like Planet of the Apes, but cats. Yeah, kinda. Like the base coloring already? Thank you. I still remember that before 2000's Planet of the Apes. Do you mean the Tim Burton one? I can no longer hear the music. Oh, okay. I'll turn it back up then. I thought I remembered turning up desktop audio last time, but maybe I didn't. Okay, let me know if it's too loud now. Ah. hoping this caffeinated water will wake me up a little. Saw the stream for Stray, but it was too late for me to join. How far did you get? Not very. I rage quit. Was it halfway through the stream, or is that being too generous? It might have been less than halfway through the stream. It was bad. I didn't realize I was still going to have to deal with the Zergs. Or Zergs? Zerg. That's it. The way I remember their name is I remember Emperor Zurg from Toy Story, but it's Zerg. Sometimes I get the two confused. Did you see the Dead Meat? Hi, Death's Head. I don't think I said hi to you before. Do you see the Dead Meat kill count? I take it that's a YouTube channel on the new Frankenstein. I have not. I don't know what the kill count would be in that movie. I know it's mentioned that he killed like 8 of the guys on the ship. I think 8 was the number. I can't imagine it's super high. We met Doc, who had a device which needed 1.21 gigawatts of electricity. I forgot about that. That was so funny. Music sounds fine now. Okay, good. Yeah, Zerks. No, I have never met Brad Jones. Honestly, he seems like a jerk, so I don't even watch his videos anymore. Andy Zerkis. Oh, Dead Meat is a channel dedicated to showing the body counts in movies, usually horror. Oh, that's interesting. They also included all the war casualties and the morgue bodies. That seems like cheating. I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, if you include them, that'd be a lot. All right, time to get started on this. Well, it'd be good if... that is not... Okay. Keep these two windows separate. All right, I need to do her bodysuit. New layer, Eris. I hate this page so much. Look how many freaking layers there are. There's 4 characters and it's like multiple layers per character. Like, what the fuck am I even doing? Finger snapping definitely frames Tyrus as an arrogant character, let alone his dialogue. Yeah. I mentioned this in the Discord, but it was during the point when I was inking this, I was thinking about these two, and something clicked, and I'm like, these two are like if Belle was forced to marry Gaston. That's basically what this couple is. I need to zoom in a little further than that, I think. We talked on Substack about Lord of the Rings. I wanted Ridley Scott to film it and with screenwriter that invented and practiced his own language. And a guy said it should be George Lucas. Interesting. Thank you for the hearts. No one snaps like Tyrus. That doesn't quite work, but I appreciate the effort. I don't know if you could find something that rhymes with snaps, maybe it'll work. I see hearts at the corner of my eye. Thanks, whoever's doing that. It's probably Special Iron. Yeah, see, this is the tedious part that normally I wouldn't do on stream, but this is just where we are. You could probably see why I don't normally stream this part of the project, because it is very tedious and I have to be very like, oh fuck, I keep coming across like, that's an error there that I need to fix. I didn't do a great job with the inking on this. There's a lot of little errors I need to fix in Photoshop. Oh, what am I doing? Oh boy. That's an easy fix. God, you can tell I'm tired when I'm doing dumb shit like that. Kick off the traditional spam the hearts. Oops, I messed up there. What the hell? There we go. And I think, yeah, I also have this part. I think that's going to be it for her bodysuit. It doesn't have any sleeves or anything, so it's mostly just legs and torso. Well, yeah. Well, the chat kind of stalled. Or at least it did here. Okay, on the screen I see more of the chat than what it's showing me on the... That's annoying. What is wrong with this thing? Can I reload? There it is. The guy on that YouTube channel didn't like the new Frankenstein movie due to how black and white the morality was. It made the creature too innocent. I disagree. Well, it did make him more innocent, yeah, but I wouldn't call it black and white morality. No one snaps like Tyrus, runs round the raps like round laps like Tyrus. Oh, there you go. Just be grateful I didn't incorporate the word faps. Oh god. After this is over, you need to go take a freaking nap. Nah, I don't nap. These two servals look like a nice couple. Don't they? That bodysuit color reminds me of the Doctor's colors from Star Trek Voyager. Oh yeah! It does look like that Starfleet blue-green color. Which is appropriate because she basically is the Doctor of the group. Alright, so I think the cape is next. Cape slash gloves and boots. Very rarely do the movies give us a version closer to Mary Shelley's OG version. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't read the book myself, but from what I hear, the movie follows it somewhat closely. Like, apparently the most accurate to the book movie was the one called Mary Shelley's Frankenstein that came out. How long ago did that come out? I don't know, the one where Robert De Niro played the creature. Apparently that one was the most accurate to the book, and Del Toro didn't set out to exactly replicate the book, but it's closer to the book than, say, like, you know, the Boris Karloff version, which that's kind of a low bar, but... Hi, Carlos. Get that man a hypo? What? Still love that picture of Robert Picardo meeting Chris Berry and signing each other's photos. Two holograms walk into a bar. I've seen that. That's funny. She looks like she's wearing a fancy two-piece sunglasses. I don't see it. I think one of my favorite lines from Voyager is, "Computer, delete the wife." That's funny. I should probably put this mic closer to my mouth. I'm probably going to be mumbling a lot. Oops, I forgot to make a new... I'm going to be making a lot of mistakes today. Eris cape. It's more than the cape, it's also boots and gloves, but I'll just say cape. As long as I know what it means, it's all that matters. Do 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 do. This is the first live you're seeing. I just found your channel from the Monsters videos. Oh, cool. I'd like to do more of those. I just haven't really had the time or the drive. Ideally, I'd like to do more Monsters videos and maybe more Alienation videos, even though nobody cares about those. I like how in the 5th season onwards, 2 of the characters start running a Flash Gordon style black and white SF serial on the holodeck, lamp shading all of the cheesiness. I've heard of that. At one point, the damsel in distress streams really loud, and Harry Kim, standing right next to her, winces in annoyance. That's funny. The shows weren't very popular in my country, sadly. Oh, you mean Monsters? Yeah. Probably, I think most people have forgotten Monsters. It's not like a super well-known show. It's partly why I wanted to make videos about it. Oh, thank you, Depth's Head. I know a few people like the Alienation videos, but I notice people sometimes ask me when I'm going to do more Monsters videos. No one ever asks about Alienation. But whatever. I made those videos because I felt like it. Yeah, I haven't watched Voyager since, like, it was originally on, I think. I never felt much of a need to, like, revisit Voyager. And it's kind of one of the lesser liked Star Trek shows, which I think is, you know, influences that a little bit. Sometimes I kind of do want to go back and watch it, though, and, like, give it a fair chance. Do 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 do. Then there's that Abadox project, but we won't talk about that. I reached a point last year where I got a lot of work done on Cybercats, and I was starting to feel a little burned out. And I was going to switch back over to the Abadox project, and, like, I don't know, stuff got in the way, and I just never got around to working on it, and I eventually got to a point where I just had to go back to working on Cybercats, so... Basically got nothing done on Abadox. Someday. Now I'm at a point where wherever I'm not working on Cybercats, I want to do Frankenstein fan art, so who knows when the hell Abadox is ever going to see the light of day. They try to get 7 of 9 involved, just distract the robot. 7 strides up to the robot, pulls out 2 wires. I have disabled the robot. May I go now? That's cute. I liked those Alienation videos as well. I remember when the show was on, but never actually watched it at the time. Your videos are a great way of exploring the show. That's cool. Yeah, I remember you commenting on them and such. You managed to get Lieutenant Nazal's gobhole modeled. That's something. I mean, as long as he's got a gobhole, what else do you need, really? I remember the last time I started working on Abadox during a stream, I was having some weird technical issues with 3D Studio Max. Like I couldn't get it to display the reference image like clearly. It was showing it all blurry. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but that was a huge pain in the ass. And I ended up not really, it ended up being a chat stream. And then I got it working and I meant to go back to like working on it again and I just never did. There just like aren't enough hours in the day to get everything done I would ideally like to get done. Had pictures of weapons from a movie sitting on my laptop for weeks before I got to writing lists on Internet Movie Firearms Database. Get in the van. That was my best part of that episode. By the way, you know what I didn't pick up on? That lady, the lady who played the villain newcomer in that episode, she was one of the Duras sisters on Star Trek: The Next Generation, and I somehow didn't pick up on that. She played a fucking Klingon. I somehow didn't catch that. Because anytime I did an episode of Alien Nation, you know, I would, did a video on an Alien Nation episode, I would, you know, go to IMDb to see if, you know, any of the extras on there, not extras, but any of the, you know, actors on that particular episode were in anything else noteworthy. Because sometimes, you know, with older shows that can happen. Someone does a little guest spot on a show and then they, you know, go on to do bigger things, and it's fun to go back and see them on the older show. But anyway, yeah, I'm like, oh, she played somebody on Star Trek: The Next Generation, but I don't recognize the name. So I just kind of didn't mention it. And then someone posted in the comments, House of Duras represent, and I'm like, oh shit, she was one of the Duras sisters and I didn't mention that. One of my biggest regrets. I hate when stuff slips past me like that. There was actually an episode of Monsters that was actually like based on a well-known book series. I can't remember. Whichever episode had Lorraine Newman in it, I can't think of what it was called now, but that also got past me while I was making that video. Oops, okay. Control-Alt. There we go. I must have hit the wrong button. I don't know what I did there. Okay, that's all done. Multiply. Bum, 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 bum. Excuse me. Still love the episode The Game where George exposes the host's cowardice and hypocrisy in Satisfying Faction. Yeah. There was actually, oh, what is the name of that YouTube channel? A YouTube channel that talks about, like, nostalgic stuff did a video on Alien Nation recently. Damn it, it has Galaxy in the name. What the fuck is it called? You guys might know which one I'm talking about, but they recently did an episode on Alien Nation, so I made me go back and rewatch my Alien Nation videos. Reference imaging in 3D modeling software is such a pain. I usually have the reference image split screened or something. It's easier for me. Yeah, I could see doing that. But when you're modeling something, like when you're doing, like you can use like an image as just a reference, you know, on a different screen or whatever, like when you're doing detailing or whatever. But when you're doing the basic model, at least for me, I have to have the image in the back. I mean, maybe I don't have to, but it's just I'm comfortable doing it that way. I like to have that image back there that I can, you know, I'm almost tracing over it with the model, if that makes sense. Not enough energy in my body to get everything done. I swear no amount of sleep is ever enough. I wake up tired. I hate this timeline. Oh my god, yeah, I feel that. That reminds me of a description of an 80s gun silencer. That cylinder that can be screwed onto any gun that when fired makes a noise that sounds something like a cat sneeze. That's cute. Might have been Roger Ebert that made that description. I could see him saying that. Gotta do boring tasks, but I don't wanna. Yeah, I feel that. The different rubber forehead threw you off. Yeah. Get in the bird of prey. It's not even stuff I don't want to do. I just don't have the energy even for stuff I do want to do. Yeah, I'm like on that subject kind of, or a similar subject maybe. I'm like really struggling getting myself to work on this Cybercats comic, and I don't know what it is. I've been wanting to work on this thing forever. Now I'm finally doing it, and like I don't want to do it. And I'm always wondering, like, is there any point in pushing myself, or should I just, I don't know. Like, I've been wanting to make this comic for years, and now that I'm finally doing it, I don't want to do it. Actually, is the cape trim the same? Oh, it's the same yellow as her eyes. Okay, I'll just say yellow. I don't know if anybody can relate to that rant I just made, but yeah, it sucks. I keep telling myself to get back into Blender, but I can't think of anything to try, and I'd have to relearn a lot of it again anyway. Yeah, that's another thing when you've been procrastinating on something for a while. Sometimes you have to go back and relearn a program. I've got Lego that's been sat in my room since Christmas that remains unbuilt, as well as Gundam Dino. Get in the van for the glory of the Empire. Like, I wanted to do those weapons lists on Internet Movie Firearms Database, but it took me weeks. Pictures of guns just sitting on my laptop. I got it done 2 days ago. Yeah, I know how that is. Well, I eventually got there. Well, I got to starting on it. It's continuing. That's proving difficult. It's like when I've been working all day and looking forward to playing a certain video game when you get home, but when you switch the console on, I just end up scrolling through YouTube. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know how that is. Like, I can't wait for work to be done so I can work on this other thing, and then you have the time and suddenly you don't want to do it. There's a really good cartoony character series I followed for Blender. Can't remember. Found it much easier than the donut. Oh, you're talking about, oh, I see. You're talking about modeling something in Blender. Can't remember the guy's YouTube handle. Okay. I've had to relearn how to edit a video because I hadn't uploaded anything to my channel in forever when doing the review for the Iron Blood movie. Iron Lung, yeah. I can't words today. I feel that. Garfield himself actually put it best in one old strip I remember. The more spare time you have, the less fun it is. Oh my god, I hate I hate that that's so like relatable. Oh, well, I get to color her eyes now, I guess. I had a hard time making it look like her eyes were looking in the right direction. It kept looking like she was looking at the camera and like breaking the fourth wall, and I didn't want that. So she's supposed to be kind of looking at him, even though I guess he's slightly behind her and she can't really see him anyway, but the idea is that she's looking towards him. And I had a little bit of trouble getting her eyes to look that way. Do 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 do. I see where I'm. Oh, is that supposed to be? I'm trying to figure out what this is. That's not cape. That's part of the yellow ribbon. Secret Galaxy, that was it. Yeah. Thank you. I figured one of you would get it. Yes, it was Secret Galaxy. That's the channel. These two, oh, you mean these two servals? Eris, whose nickname is Laser Eyes, which I still not sure if I'm gonna keep that. I might drop it. Her husband is named Siren. Do 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 do. This is not good music for me to be listening to right now. It's gonna put me to sleep. We're just gonna skip that song. Jeez, I'm weirdly sloppy with the yellow here. I don't know what happened there. That's behind the black. I don't need to delete that, but it's just a weird picky thing I do. Like once I switch it to multiply, that's not going to show, but I don't know. It's just... Do, 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 do. Okay. Why am I doing that way? I can just deselect the light blue, make it a little easier on myself. Shut up, phone. Keep finding more and more yellow trim to select. There we go. How do retired people ever cope with all the free time? See, if I was retired, I feel like I would make pretty good use of that time. Maybe not right away, but... might take me a little while to acclimate to it, but I feel like if I had nothing to do, I'd probably be pretty productive, in theory. Why is that dark-haired human coloring me in? Is that why billionaires are psycho? Too much free time, freedom results in boredom? Probably, yeah. Certain billionaires can never have enough. It's like... I've always thought the more money people have, the more they want. Yeah. Mix of boredom and sociopathy. So many rich bastards think they're the only people who matter, yeah. Even though I've only been following you for these last few years, I'm glad I've been able to be around to see the comic from the beginning at least. Thank you, I appreciate that. I don't even know what I'd do with all that money apart from buy a few vintage cars and a really big lava lamp. Yeah, I mean, like... I'd probably get a house and a reasonably nice car, and I'd probably give a lot of it to charities. I'd build secret passages in my mansion. I'd buy a turnip in the country. Baldric would ask what he'd do with £1 million. I don't remember that line, but it sounds like something Baldric would say. I don't know which Blackadder that was from. I actually haven't watched the proper Blackadder series in ages. I usually just watch Blackadder's Christmas Carol every holiday. All right. Where am I here? I think I just got the boots. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, whoops. Shut up, you. Okay. So I should be done with the yellow. Let's see. Yep. Excuse me. I'd start my own space program and invest in science programs to improve the quality of life and clean up pollution. You know what I would do? I would probably run like a cat rescue. Because those can cost a lot of money. With all the vet visits and everything. It's from the first episode of Series 3. Oh, okay. Well, at least one of the ones I've seen anyway. The one where they try to rig a local election to stop Pitt the Younger from bankrupting Prince George. Wow. I haven't seen Blackadder in a long time. I don't know if there are very many specific episodes I remember. Oh, I'm nearly done with her. Okay, where's the gold? Did I not have a specific layer for the gold? That's weird. Welp. Oh, also I forgot something. The green. I think I used the same color green for the little jewels on her brooch as her, yeah, same color as her coat. So anyway, I watched Frankenstein for a fourth time last night. I'd actually finance a trip to Mars for these useless billionaires without telling them they won't be able to come back or even communicate with us. I love that. Like, yeah, go to Mars and fucking stay there, assholes. Start my own movie and game companies. Oh yeah, that'd be a good thing to do too. Something I do with my big house is adopt all of the senior dogs so they had somewhere comfy to live out the last few years of their lives. Oh, that's nice. I would love to ship Trump to Alcatraz without restoring power, heat, or water. I mean, he would 100% have it coming. Probably invest in research to fight arthritis. If we're all going to turn old, it doesn't need to be painful. God damn it. Yeah. That's another good one. Send them to the sun. I don't want the first humans to walk on Mars to be evil assholes. I like that. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna read that out loud. Do 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 do. I just realized I've been using a separate white and black for each character, and I could just be putting all those on the same layer because they're the same colors. Whatever. I guess I'll just keep doing it the way I've been doing it. What's left on her anyway? Oh yeah, her ears. Again, see the ear color. I use the same ear color for everybody. I could just have one layer of ears. One ear layer. That sounds weird, but hopefully you know what I mean. Special iron, that is the most dad joke you have ever told. Hi, Dr. Mad Studio. I was at the Geek Bazaar today in Liverpool, a nice little convention that mainly focuses on traders and merch. That sounds fun. Do 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 do. Okay, I think I just have one more layer. I'll put the gold on the same layer as like the ears and the black. I wish I had the annoying thing about like these little reference images is I don't have the original Photoshop files anymore. They were in fact, I downloaded these from DeviantArt. The original Photoshop files were on a drive that got corrupted or something, or I don't remember what happened, but yeah, in any case, I don't have the original Photoshop files for these anymore, so I can't look at the individual layers. They're still like pretty useful just for grabbing colors, but yeah. What color did I totally grabbed the wrong color. What was I doing there? There we go. Huh. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. I have a lot of cleaning up to do with these lines. Ah, damn it. Accidentally deselected that. Okay. Let me finish. I just need to add the black to her shoes. Dun, 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 dun. You know what? I don't know if I should do that. Never mind. I was gonna select the part of Siren's shoe, but... Here, let me grab the gold from here. Do 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 do. This music is from Fantasy Zone, I believe, but they put it in Phantasy Star 4 as a little Easter egg. Alright, she should be done now. Oh, you know what I forgot? I also have to... Oh, man, I forgot about this fucking panel up here. Alright, well, at least I already have the colors figured out. Green, white, bodysuit. I should probably look at the chat pretty soon. I'm probably getting behind. I'll try to do that once I get to a good stopping point here. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Where is she? There she is. Here, let me grab the... I don't know. No, I don't even know if I'm going to need the yellow, actually, because the yellow is mostly trim, but we'll see. Oh, that's right. These are yellow, right? Let me remind... Oh, well, no, I've got the picture off to the side there. Brain fart. Ignore me. Let's see. Obviously didn't include the trim in this tiny, tiny little drawing. Oh, I messed up with the, I missed a piece of bodysuit there. Let me finish this part first. Oh, right, also, the cape is also behind her, obviously. Do. All right, and then yellow. Really just the little ribbony things here in the belt. There's some more line work I need to clean up. I did not do a great job of inking this. Oh, right, I forgot. I forgot bodysuit. Okay, and then I'll just grab that color, but I'll put it on her layer. I mean, that didn't really take that long, but I always try to do both panels at once. All right, now she is done. Here, let me zoom all the way out. I don't know if I've really shown you guys this whole page. All right, it's starting to come along. I'm feeling a little better about it now. I'm not looking forward to having to color all these guys. That's going to be a pain in the butt. I mean, they're all probably going to be about the same color, but just, you know, just the act of having to color them in and, you know, stay in the lines and all that crap. I'm not looking forward to that. In this panel, I should probably indicate that there's some kind of a bench behind them so you can see that they're about to be seated. Oh, wow. I got a little further behind than I thought I did. Okay, never mind. Not as far as I thought. I guess I just forgot to highlight the last one I read. Can your cat people eat chocolate? I don't know. Maybe. I love how they all have to have these holes cut out of their hoods for their ears to stick through. Yeah, I only do that with servals because their ears are so big. I feel like any other cat could probably just kind of fold their ears back and it wouldn't be too uncomfortable, but with how big their ears are. That might have been inspired by ElfQuest. I remember in ElfQuest they had little holes cut in their hoods so their big pointy ears could stick out. I don't remember if that's where I got it, but it might be. It's one of those things we never comment on, just like how pants worn by cartoon animals have a little hole in the back for their tail to stick out. Yeah. Main highlight was getting my drawing commission of my original character done brilliantly by a comic book artist named James Roach. That's cool. I totally grabbed the wrong color there, Dina 2026. Okay. I don't know why that line's quotable, but I've used AI for various reasons, but never sold it as art. I sometimes will use AI for like reference images. If I can't, I try to like, if I need a reference images, the first thing I do is I try to Google it, but if just nothing comes up, I will like create an AI image to use as reference. But yeah, I don't use the image itself in the art, if that makes sense. That's true. You don't post them in the art channel, do you? That makes sense. Fantasy Zone is kind of a weird game. What I've seen of it. Zach Galligan from Gremlins will be at Comic Con Liverpool this May, and they're only charging £30. Bargain. I've waited years to meet him. That's cool. Eris is looking really good already. Thank you. Yeah, this page is finally starting to grow on me now that I've finally got the basic colors down, or at least most of them. The most galling bullshit I've seen is that apparently AI art prompters started this hashtag break the pencil, acting like actual artists are snobby elitists or some shit. I've seen that. That's pathetic. I've been sunbathing like a lizard during walks the last few days because of the nice weather. Yeah, I've been appreciating the weather warming up finally. I was getting tired of the cold. There was this annoying like transitional period where it was like 80 degrees outside according to the thermometer, but it was so fucking windy that it was freezing and I was having to put on my coat to go outside even though it was 80 degrees. It was so annoying. I'd be like, oh, it's 80 degrees and sunny and I don't have to wear a coat. And then I'd open the door and I'd be like, nope. They can't do it, so they resent those who can. Yeah. I'll watch The Fifth Element tonight. It's been a while since I last watched it, and probably my favorite Bruce Willis flicks. I haven't seen that one too much. I'm sure I've watched it before, but it's not like a movie I've really rewatched or anything. Keep meaning to watch it, but like many things I forget, or by the time I remember it's too late in the night. Yeah, I know how that is. I have no mouth and I must wee. I'm not sure I remember that one. Such a shame about Bruce's severe dementia problems. At least he's got a family to support him. Yeah, that's a bummer. Looking good so far. I have confidence it will keep improving. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully, like, if this page turns out well, it'll kind of, you know, give me the drive to keep going. Fortunately, like, do you guys want to see my my little preliminary, like, they're not exactly thumbnails. They're a little big to be thumbnails, but like the little preliminary drawings I do. I was going to point out that the next few pages don't have like extensive backgrounds for the most part, so I think they're going to be a little easier. Let me switch to chat stream. I don't know, this might be backwards. But like here's the... No, that's not backwards. Good. So like here's what the here's what my little, I don't know, whatever you call it, thumbnail layouts is what I call them. The layout for this page looks like. I even try to figure out where the dialogue balloons are going to go. So like here's what the next two pages are. Here's the layouts for the next two pages. You can kind of guess who is who somewhat. And then here's the last page for this part. So yeah, those are what my layouts look like, if you guys ever wondered. It's really just like kind of figuring out where things are gonna go. I don't put a lot of detail into them or anything. Anyway. Still surprises me that Bruce has remained close friends with his ex-wife Demi Moore after all these years, despite their divorce back in 2000. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Dina's like, it fucking windy. Pretty much. Last Man Standing. I have not seen that one. I'm frustrated when actual artists defend AI art. Like, this guy makes his own sculpts, so has the talent, but when it comes to drawings, he uses AI. Dude, you're a sculpt artist, not a drawing artist. Yeah. It's when I got ChatGPT to edit the blob from the game into a roller coaster. Oh, I don't know if I remember. I'll have to look for that. I'm sure it's in the Discord somewhere. Oh my god, Dina has hands. Okay. Looking forward to seeing how those pages develop. Thank you. Me too. Like, there's definitely going to be a couple of panels where I'm going to have background, but I think for the most part I can just get around with just having the figures. Okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. Okay. I guess I didn't select the last message I read. Oh, there haven't been that many, it looks like. I like to put your character with Inuyasha and Kagome. That's fun. Speaking of which, Cybercat started off as Transformers OCs. They are no longer Transformers OCs, obviously. I've had to put them in their own story, but that was how they started out. There were no female Transformers at the time, so I came up with my own. Oh, you... Yeah, I see the thing is lit up. I'll look at it after the stream. You can see Soul sleeping on the bed. Oh, that's Tara, but yeah. There is a kitty back there. I didn't even notice she was there. She's sleeping. Void puddle. I don't care that much about Chuck Norris. Apparently he sucked anyway. I was never really into his movies and such. Okay, Dr. Mad Studio, thanks for stopping by. We try not to add more messages when you leave the room. No, you don't. Maybe some of you do. Oh, hi, Tolchog. Oh no, that's too bad. I really liked him too. Yeah, originally they were called Catabots and Catacons. Embarrassing names, but like, I was 11. What do you want? 90% of your stream wish list is on sale. That's awesome. How on earth did I manage to get Tara and Soul mixed up? Soul's the black and white chunky boy, yeah. Tara's the little void. So many actors I liked growing up have either always been awful or turned awful later on. It sucks. Yeah, it does. I don't care either. It just happened recently, yeah. It's notable. Okay, I guess I have to do Siren now. Oh, I have to open up his character sheet now, don't I? Do 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 do. Come on. There we go. Actually, not that much of his coat is visible. Some of his white underside is, but he's pretty well covered up. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. You know what? I'll do it after. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. I didn't outline as much of the white as I normally would. I had to do a little bit of guesswork there. Oh, you know what? I forgot to color in Laser Eyes' black nose. But you know what? I guess the part that's showing could just be kind of the highlight. I guess I won't worry about it. Bum, 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 bum. No, I'm not happy. Found out one of the singers I liked is a bad guy, so I don't listen to his music anymore. It's an age thing with some of them. Some people just become more right-wing as they get older. It hasn't stopped. Happened to me, and I'm in my late 40s. I hope it never does, yeah. I think part of it is being old and rich. You kind of lose touch. I think that's why that happens. Getting right-wing as one gets older, to me, is a sign of senility. I can see that. Oh, there's a little more purple on his chest than I thought there was. I forgot about this little section. Oh, that didn't make sense to do that way. Hang on. But yeah, the theory I've heard about right-wing, people becoming more right-wing as they get older, it used to be that, you know, as you got older, you accumulated money. And that was linked to that. Now that's not happening so much anymore. Actually, that made perfect sense. I'm fucking tired, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, it turned out that was okay what I did earlier. Oh well. Yeah, the rest of his tummy is white, so yeah, that's all the purple on him. Oh wait, there is his tail. Actually, I don't think you can see his tail. I think I decided not to draw his tail because I figured it'd be behind enough that I could just get away with not drawing it. Yeah, no tail. Oh, his hand. Forgot about the hand. Let me double check that it goes the way I think it does. Yeah, the entire thumb is white. Shut up, phone. I probably should have muted that. Normally I do, but I'm lazy today. I just got done telling myself that the whole thumb is white. What the fuck am I doing? Do 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 do. Some people have their 15 minutes and then just start spouting utter shit to try to extend their time in the spotlight. Yeah, that too. Sometimes I can separate the art from the artist, and other times I can't. I don't know why. It's just a case-by-case thing for me. Yeah, exactly. For me, it's just kind of how I feel. Like I could be watching reruns of Roseanne right now, but I just don't fucking want to. I don't want to see that bitch right now. Like she would get nothing from me watching her show on TV, but I just don't want to. Maybe after she's dead. With music artists, it seems to be a fame thing and thinking they can do whatever they want without consequence or little consequence, yeah. Same thing happened to John Cleese. Eric Idle has lost all respect for him. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Kevin Sorbo clearly couldn't stand being upstaged by Xena. Yeah, that was not to excuse his behavior, but I've heard that at some point he had like a stroke or a heart attack or something like that, and his behavior changed. I don't know. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, or if Kevin Sorbo was just always an asshole and it didn't come out until a certain point. It's linked with entitlement, and again, the more money they have, the more they want, yeah. So tired of the fuck you, I got mine mentality, yeah, same. The purple face at the moment makes him look a little like Donatello. Yeah, I was thinking to myself that looked a bit like a mask. I wasn't thinking Donatello specifically, but yeah. Cleese went from making fun of upper-class twits to basically being one. Yeah, that sucks when that happens. Hi, Taijan. Finally managed to join a stream, not at the end. You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. Really makes you appreciate when people like Weird Al and Mr. Rogers are nice guys, even with all their fame and money, yeah. Boomers are basically the first generation to intentionally try to leave the planet in worse shape than they got it. Fuck the future, I want money now. Yeah, pretty much. Monty Python is divided into perfect thirds now. Cleese and Gilliam, two old cranks who were sick of Palin and Idle, two elder statesmen we like, Jones and Chapman, two dead guys we miss. Interesting. Admittedly, I'm not familiar enough with Monty Python to know all those names, so I probably mispronounced them, but yeah. Is his nose actually pink, or did I forget to color it? I forgot to color his nose. Oh well. I can do it in post. Oh yeah, his other hand is over here. Okay, but all those fingers are white, so you can only see the fingers, rather. Okay, I think that's... trying to see where his teeth are. I'll just have that area be white. It could be the same white as his muzzle and such. Do 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 do. Oh, I've also got this ear. All right. Ah, wrong color. Flash should be here in about 15 minutes. Gilliam is pronounced like William with a G. I thought that was how I said it. Oh well. Ordered an MST3K DVD set trying to get into the show. Cool. He's talking about Mystery Science Theater 3000. Once again, I tried to scroll up the screen so I could see his face. Hi, Sticks. Oh god, there's a spot where I really fucked up the line work. Ah. Alright, let's see. And yeah, no tail or anything, so yeah, that should be all the white on him. Excuse me. Do the cybercats eat like a wild cat, or is it more human food? More like a cat, but like, it's funny you should ask, because there's actually in a couple pages I have Jessica bringing Tyrus a plate of food, and it's actually like, it's raw meat, but it's all chopped up into small pieces, so it looks a little more, you know, like what a person would identify as food, but it's raw meat. They like Crispies. Hi, George. Nice green cat. Thank you. Yeah, I was just thinking about you, George. Somebody mentioned Flash should be showing up soon, and I was thinking to myself, I bet George will be too. Something to that effect. My brain's not working today. I'm running on less than 5 hours sleep, so for any of the new people, or any of the people who just got in. Where do all the calculators go? Krispies refers to dry food. Does it? I always assumed that was Rice Krispies. Although they call it rice bubbles in the UK, don't they? Interesting. Yep, still at it. HP printers go to silicon hell. Sounds good to me. Actually, no, it wasn't HP printers that I had an issue with. What brand of printer did I used to hate? I don't know if it's still... Epson. I think Epson printers I used to hate. I don't know if I still do. I haven't used one in a while. Raw meat food. I have this image of Tyrus leaning over the plate singing, "I'm gonna eat you, little chickie." Oh, God. Oh, they are called Rice Krispies there, but the off-brand ones get wacky with the names. Oh, that's interesting. I thought I had pretty consistently heard you guys refer to them as rice bubbles. We also call them Rice Krispies, and I always thought he was referring to the cereal. He poured milk on them. Yeah, that was my thought. I just assumed that, like, you know, the Rice Krispies were just like a, you know, a vehicle for the milk. I didn't really think it was cat food. I recently saw The Bride, and it was a gorgeously stylish, well-acted mess of derivative plots, themes, and very dated modern sentiments. A one and done, but it swung for the fences. That kind of sounds like what I've heard about it, I think. I'm just not interested in it because it hasn't been enough time for another... It's too soon for another Frankenstein movie, to me. Okay, what am I doing? His robe is probably next, right? I don't understand the, What's that? That's his ears, I think. I understand the order I put these, the order I put these layers in. But I'm doing it differently this time, so his robe is next. Oh, Australia calls them rice bubbles. Okay, well maybe that was what I heard. Rice bubbles sounds gross. Better to go big than to go too safe, yeah. Kind of weird we had two unrelated Frankenstein movies so close. Yeah, I was thinking maybe Universal put out that second one because maybe they were mad that Del Toro put out a Frankenstein movie, but like that one, I don't think that one was made by Universal, so it was just a weird coincidence. Universal doesn't own like Frankenstein the story, they only own like the Boris Karloff version specifically. So I thought maybe it was something weird like that. But no, I was wrong. It was just coincidence, I guess. Oh, well, yeah. Tolchok just said what I did, basically. It's a public domain property. Of course, there's going to be concurrent versions. Yeah. It was a better Joker 2 than Well Joker 2. But Del Toro's Frankenstein is the one I'll be revisiting in future. Yeah. I wish that was getting a sequel or a spin-off or something. Tried Ambrosia brand of custard, pre-made porridge this week, and 2 out of 10 would not recommend. Okay. I'm not reading that out loud, Special Iron. Gotta check out the Toho Frankenstein movies. They're surprisingly somber. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. I'm just surprised that Hollywood hasn't tried a new straight version of Wizard of Oz. Everything's been either sequel, prequel, or deconstruction. Yeah. I just noticed the cat's dialogue text fits the movie talk. Oh, what? I guarantee they won't ask for money. That is practically a line from The Bride, no joke. That's too funny. Oh, God. I'm glad this polygonal lasso tool exists, but boy, do I get tired of using it sometimes. It's so tedious. I mean, it's the best way to do this. Like, it's not like there's a better way, really, but it takes so long. And once again, that's why I normally don't let you guys see this part, because it's so fucking tedious. All right. Let's see. Okay. Nearly a car accident right outside my door yet again. I live really close to a dangerous intersection where there's car accidents all the frickin' time. For anyone who doesn't remember. Bernadette Banner did a historian-type look at the new Oz movies, trying to deconstruct where events fit in the timeline. I saw that. That was interesting. It's become a tradition that at least once I'll type something that will make Dina say I'm not reading that out loud. Special Iron. I think it happened twice today. I have not seen The Shape of Water. I definitely should. I need to watch, I keep saying it, but I need to watch more of Del Toro's movies. There's something about Frankie. I like to think Abe Sapien is the shape of offspring. I like that theory. War of the Gargantuas is the one dealing with Frankenstein's monster's offspring. They look like hairy apes. Oh yeah, I've heard of this. The brown one is kind while the green one eats people. And they fight over it. Interesting. Jekyll and Hyde movie. You know, yeah, no one's touched Jekyll and Hyde in a really long time. Yeah, they've done like they've redone all the other Universal monsters. Like they even did like Invisible Man a few times over the last couple decades or so. Probably more than that. Time has no meaning to me anymore. I'm like, oh yeah, the 80s, only 20 years ago. No. Jesus Christ, another almost accident apparently. Is there meant to be a red Oni, blue Oni dynamic with these two, or are the colors just coincidence? Huh. No, it's just coincidence. I basically figure out what their coat color is going to be, and then I just have their outfit colors kind of complement that. But like it has, I guess I did kind of want his colors to kind of like contrast with hers, but not in a like they're different characters kind of way. If that makes any sense. Oh, I just noticed some yellow I missed. Oh man. Fuck. Oh yeah, I missed that part too. Holy crap. I feel like I noticed that at some point, and I'm like, I'll have to do that next. And then by the time it got to that point, I'd forgotten about it. It's not to show. It's not to show that they have contrasting personalities or anything like that. I think that's what I was trying to say. Oh crap! Well, that's something I'm gonna have to fix. All right, I messed up here. I know the stream is coming to an end when I get to the boss music in Phantasy Star 4. Okay, I was up to Siren's Robe here. Flashes do anytime. Should be a version of Body Snatchers where the pod people are the good guys, but I think Pluribus might be that. I'm not familiar with Pluribus, but that's interesting if so. Oh, hi Gabriel Kane. I've heard Hoppers was pretty good. Jekyll and... Oh, it wasn't Universal? Okay. I guess I just assume all old black and white horror movies are Universal. That reminds me of a friend of mine who liked to joke that E.T. was deliberately stranded on Earth as a bachelor night party prank. I've heard that, or like the other aliens didn't like him and ditched him on purpose. Or tried to. You know what it's like? You're flying home from the party, someone needs a piss, so you pull over onto the nearest breathable planet. Which one is Cat from Red Dwarf? None of my characters are really like Cat from Red Dwarf. I think Adonis probably comes the closest, but he's not on this page. They complement each other well. Thank you. They were obsessed with modernizing Jekyll and Hyde for a while, but a proper historical movie would be good. Were they? I don't remember anyone doing anything with Jekyll and Hyde recently-ish. It's sad that I sometimes watch dash cam videos and do the Leo pointing meme when I spot footage of the two dangerous intersections around the corner from me. They seem like a better suited couple than Tyrus and Jessica. Well, that's a low bar, but yeah. The never-ending stream. Come on, Flash. There's only about 10 minutes left. It's kind of sad that the first Batman movie I saw in cinemas was Batman and Robin. Oh, that is sad. Now, Batman Returns is still my favorite. The E.T. theory was a robot chicken skit at one point. I could see that. Kind of amusing that a male character is named Siren when in mythology sirens are usually male. Well, it's Siren with a Y for one thing. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know why we called him Siren. I feel like maybe some writer I had at some point came up with that name. I don't think I did. And I was like, I don't know what else to call him. So yeah, I think it was like a previous writer. One of the many writers I've had working on Cybercats who eventually disappeared. I haven't seen The Substance. Super chat's not working? I don't think I have it turned off. At least Batman and Robin is funny more than I can say for other superhero movies considered the worst. Fair. Oh, you think it's a glitch? Okay. I was about to look to double check that I have it turned on, but I'm pretty sure I do. Okay, Introvert Goblin, thanks for stopping by. I should hopefully be streaming next week. There were, like, shows that were modernized takes on Jekyll and Hyde. Okay. I guess I must have missed them, or I didn't catch that that was what they were meant to be. Joel Schumacher wasn't an arrogant douchebag who shirked responsibility, unlike some directors I could name. This particular siren doesn't go around sucking out people's brains. Nope. I've been thinking of catching back up with SVU. The last season I saw was Kragen's last season, so I have about... Oh, wow, yeah, you've got a lot of seasons to catch up. Are the new episodes good or are they meh? I like them. The show changed a little bit after Elliot left, but, you know, not in a bad way. It just kind of... The feel of it changed a bit, but yeah, I think it's still good. Some of the newer characters, like Carisi, have really grown on me. His last words aren't going to be, "You squeezed all the ketchup out of me burger." No. Someone who badly needed a pen. Just a heads up, if you decide to check out the Toho Frank movies, the first one, Frankenstein versus Baragon, is sometimes called Frankenstein Conquers the World in the West. Okay. I don't expect I'll get around to watching them, but if I ever do, I'll try to keep that in mind. Dr. Jekyll and Miss Hyde? Oh boy, was I suckered. Okay, let me try to finish Siren's Robe, because I don't think it'll really take that long once I get off my butt and actually do it. Hopefully I can get myself to actually like finish this tedious part before the next stream, so you guys will get to watch me do ad shading and highlights, but otherwise I will probably be doing more of this next weekend. We'll just have to see. Like I said, working on this, getting up to this point has made me feel a little bit better about this page, so I think it's going to be... Oops, I messed up. I think it's going to be a little easier to finish now. Oh, I messed up there. It's not a big deal. I forgot that the back of his robe is the same color. So I should have, like... Oh, well. It's line work I need to clean up. Sorry. Sorry about the ugly line work. Sorry you all have to see my ugly line work. God, that's terrible. I really fucked that up. Honestly, I wished whiteout worked better than it does. Otherwise, I would put, you know, whiteout over the messed up lines. But it's better to just fix it in Photoshop. Oh, well, there we go. Yeah, there's the boss music. Time to wrap up the stream. But there we go. I'm nearly done here. Let me finish. That should be all of the robe, right? Oh, there's a little piece there I missed. Let me go ahead and fill that first. Do 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 do. Oh God. It's always when I'm in a hurry that I fuck up. There we go. All right. I could go a little longer and finish all of his clothes, but the polygonal lasso just takes so long to use. I don't wanna do that. So, yeah. Hopefully before the next stream, I'm coming along here. Otherwise, like I said, I'll just be doing more of this next week. Let me zoom out. This is where I'm at. So it's getting there. Excuse me. Elliot had to leave SVU. He's a terrible cop, which made him a great character, but consequences had to catch up with him eventually. Yeah. It was kind of good. Yeah, that they kind of retooled the whole show after Elliot left. There's less of like, cops beating confessions out of people and stuff like that. Terror and Soul could turn this into a never-ending stream. They could if they really wanted to, yeah. It's really odd. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't show up at all. Especially considering the recent release of Sonic 4 title reveal trailer. Oh, yeah. Give him plenty of talk about. Yeah, it might be, I think since the last time I streamed, there's been, what do you call it? I set the clock back. We had to set the clocks back in America, but not in the UK yet, so maybe he doesn't know about the time change in the US or... We've seen it develop quite well already. Thank you. We'll always have parrots. Food chat. I had barbecue meat pizza last night. That sounds good. Decided to add more herbs and chili flakes 12 hours later, even after 2 teeth brushings. I can still taste it. Flash traps. Oh, thank you, George. Elliot's family was interesting, yeah. That was part of what made him an interesting character, how he interacted with his family and all that. I'm getting tired. He'll probably turn up an hour from now. Clocks go forward next weekend over here, I think. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's good. And we'll be in sync again in a week. Clock going back an hour for our winter happens in April, so I have to remember the differences again, yeah. Pizza sounds good now that you mention it. Loving how this is developing already. The various colors really bring the page to life. Thank you. And you've yet to shade it, yeah. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will hopefully be back next week. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything going on as long as I'm feeling up to streaming and all that. You never know, but I tentatively plan to stream, so yeah. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I guess that's it. Bye.